welcome or welcome back. I'm Dana with your daily dose of Dana Dubs, and today we're watching Saga of Tanya the Evil Season 1, Episode 4, and I'm super excited for it. But of course, before we get into it, please do make sure you support the official release of this episode before watching with me. Alrighty, y'all. I've got my Google Translate up and ready. Hopefully my phone doesn't die before we get through this episode, because y'all, I know nothing is going to be translated on screen. So, don't worry. You got your handy dandy trusty translator right here. Okay, popping in real quick to remind you that this episode and many more are already on Patreon. Head over to Patreon for uncut, early access, voting rights, and monthly live streams. The color of her eyes is my favorite color. Fun fact.
This is Imperial Military Command with your 6 a.m. war update. North Norden reports that our forces, including our central unit, continue to expand in all theaters. Next, a report from Western Command at the Rhine front. In response to an overnight enemy attack, our forces launched a large-scale...
I love the quiet, slow, minus, the war updates, but I love the quiet, slow mornings. It's a very nice start to the episode, because I know she's going to get out that door and it's going to be boom, boom, boom. But right now, it's just chill, relaxing, easy going morning. I love it. Alrighty. And off we go. What'd I tell ya? Unified calendar year 1924, Imperial capital Bern.
Hey there, soldiers! Use your ration cards here!
We already have everything we need.
Johan's already taken down 5 Republicans?
And he says he thinks he'll be back before Christmas.
It's been 6 months since I left the front lines and came back to the capital.
Wow, a lot of
And
time's
yet,
passed.
I can't seem to get the stench of blood and gunpowder out of my nose. But I can ignore that.
Her smile is still creepy.
Especially since I'm enjoying my studies so much.
Well, that's good. Good for her. I'm glad she's happy, but it's not gonna last. She'll soon go back, or worse, because that's just how, those are the cards that she's always dealt. But if you guys are liking the vibes, please do make sure you like and subscribe so you'll be notified when the next one comes out, so we can keep watching together. And also comment what you're doing while you're watching with me today. I always love to know what's happening on the other side of that screen. Here's one of my favorites from another video. Alrighty, y'all. Well, let's skip through the intro.
Well, there are definitely big differences as far as educational policies. A military university isn't that different from normal school. I'm treated pretty well here. Maybe that's because I came back from the front lines with a medal. Still, even though
Yeah, they see the medal and they're like, she's my superior.
I have the body of a child, I haven't had any problems fitting in. All I need to do now is demonstrate what a valuable asset I am to the higher-ups. Then I'll be assured an elite career track, and after graduation, I'll live an easy life in the rear echelons.
That's what you think.
Despite the circumstances, everything's going my way.
Not for long. Oh, campus life. Ding, ding.
When units deviate from their intended mission plans, should the officer in command be held personally responsible? Your answer, Victor.
Sir! Even
Don't
if he
ask her.
wasn't directly at fault, he should accept moral responsibility.
No! I'm talking about the law, not morality. Pay attention, idiot! Next, to Gorbachev.
Sir, to clarify the question, are there any senior officers present in this scenario?
Let's imagine there aren't.
In that case, the commander who has neglected to stop any such deviation has failed his legal duty. The maximum penalty for this would be firing squad.
Huh. But what if a senior officer were present?
As long as the units in question haven't done anything illegal, in general, the highest-ranking officer will be held culpable.
Yes, that's exactly right.
What do you have next? Military spear practice.
Dang, she knows all the answers. Is she cleaning her gun in the classroom?
To Gorbachev.
Afternoon, Captain Yuger. What is it?
You really seem to enjoy working on your rifle.
Yes, and?
This weapon is vital to my ability to fulfill my purpose as a soldier both swiftly and successfully. If it's not in perfect shape at all times, then I guess I feel a little anxious.
That's telling. You were obviously on the front lines.
Yeah.
One should always have respect for their equipment. Cleaning this rifle reaffirms the existence of my enemies. Also, I have no idea when that bastard Being X might show up again to patronize me. No matter
Soon.
what form he takes, I'll be ready for him. He won't take me by surprise again.
What are you gonna do? Shoot him? Shoot God? Okay. Military College Library. So close.
Ah, you're reading about Hannibal's tactics during the Battle of Cannae? You've chosen quite a worthy topic to study.
I'm so sorry, General. Please forgive me. I'm Tanya Degurichov, a student here. First Lieutenant Mage for the glorious Imperial Army.
At ease, Lieutenant. I'm Strategy and Operations Vice Director Zettor.
A strategy director is a huge deal here in the rear echelons. In the business world, he'd be some kind of executive. It's a true honor to meet you, Vice Director.
I've heard a few stories about your exploits at the Rhine Theater. You've accomplished much for being so young.
I don't know what to say except for thank you.
If you aren't busy, why don't you come into my office so we can speak further?
Sir, it would be a pleasure.
Oh, your hands are so small.
This is the chance of a lifetime to impress the top brass. Guess
love
it
her
was
smile.
worth spending so much time in the library.
I'll drink to that.
Nice.
Please,
I like the
be
cup.
seated.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice office. I love all the books that he has. He's definitely well read. Or he just has them for decoration.
I've asked you here because I'd like to know your opinion about something. Lieutenant, what are your thoughts on the war?
Is this a test? Imperial officers are supposed to value precision. I'm sorry, sir, but your question is far too broad for me to answer as you've asked it.
Good wave.
Allow me
Answering?
to rephrase. Lieutenant, what do you expect the next developments will be in this war?
I'm afraid I'm not in any position to offer an opinion about such important matters.
This is not a formal inquiry. I'm looking for your personal perspective. Don't hold back.
It would probably look rude if I keep refusing to talk.
She's like, don't hold back, but I think I should hold back. I don't know. Do I actually tell him what I think? I don't know if that's a good idea.
All right, if you'd like me to speak freely, then I'm happy to. I am certain that this conflict will inevitably turn into a full-fledged world war.
A world war?
Yes, one where the majority of the world's most powerful countries are fighting. I'm talking about global war.
And what makes you think that?
The Empire may be a relatively new addition to the ranks of the world powers. However, our military is far superior. The strength of our armed forces is incredible. In a one-on-one fight with the Republic, we could absolutely defeat them. If we crushed our enemies and restored peace, the fatherland would undeniably be the most powerful country on the planet. People would be afraid of our next move. But that's the issue. I can't imagine the other major powers like the Allied Kingdom or the Rusi Federation have been able to ignore the strength of our nation. Right now, they have two options before them. Should they allow a rival power to continue to grow? Or should they destroy it in its infancy?
Interesting. I see your point.
He's like, quite wise.
Establishing a common understanding through an intellectual conversation. This is going perfectly.
She's like,
So you see, the interference of other countries is unavoidable. It will begin with them giving monetary loans to the Republic, then sharing weapons or volunteer forces.
That's a bold presumption. How would you respond?
By starting negotiations early on. If that failed, I'd put my focus on limiting our own losses. Now this is how you give a presentation. I kind of wish my old bosses could see me now.
In other words, you wouldn't even attempt to win the war.
Crap! Not good. How did I
just when she was so confident, boom, comes crashing down.
Whoop! I should just throw myself out the window now. Well, that may be what it sounded like I was saying, but by limiting our own losses while shredding enemy forces, we would come out victorious in the long run.
And how would you see this plan through?
Cowards get the worst jobs on the front lines. I need to say something that sounds smart and brave. I'd suggest a combination of defensive infantry tactics combined with offensive strategies utilizing mages.
Mages are powerful, but their numbers don't compare to our other forces, and they aren't good for capturing enemy bases.
Side note, not related to anything at all, but I'm just so curious how her hair works. Every time they show her side profile, I'm just looking at her hair and I'm like, half of her hair is just sticking up like that. You know, like she's got the ponytail, but then she's got some pieces that are they're just out there like that, not doing anything, just sticking out. And how does she do that? I'm trying to figure out the mechanics of her hair. Like, does she go and whoosh, hair sprayed in the morning? I'm sure she just wakes up and she looks like that, but
I agree, sir.
Anyway.
However, mages excel when it comes to firepower and agility. That makes them ideal for hunting down enemy forces. This is it. This is where I show him how aggressive I can be.
Okay.
A country can't maintain a war if it's bleeding power, resources, and soldiers. Eventually, it will collapse on itself. But you could technically win a war by limiting your costs, ensuring continued power and survival, a loss restriction policy. With that in mind, I believe this would be the best way for us to use our mage forces.
Possibly.
I totally sold it! That delivery even surprised me! Once the war is over, maybe I should look at getting into politics so I can keep making speeches.
And if we wanted to put this into practice, how large a force of mages do you think we would need to carry it out?
Well, a battalion would be sufficient. It wouldn't be much of a
He's gonna be like, all right, you're in charge of that battalion.
strain on our reserves and would meet the minimum combat level necessary. It would be best to test them with a trial run.
Of course. I'll think about it. Put together a formal proposal on the subject.
Roger, I'll get started at once. You won't be disappointed.
Does she do anything outside of war business? You know, like she sleeps, she wakes up, goes to class, leaves class, goes to work on work. Does she go to a bar, have a drink with everybody? Obviously she's too young, but like, does she do anything fun at all? Hobbies? Probably not. Her hobby is cleaning her gun. Hey, I guess if it brings you joy, whatever works. Choo choo!
No, they can't be serious. A global conflict involving all major world powers?
Zettor passed the report on to me. The author's name is being kept confidential, though. I know you're busy inspecting our many border fronts and battlefields, but make some time to read this while you're traveling.
It's like I didn't like reading that while traveling.
A world war would be madness. The amount of lives lost immeasurable. And it would likely end in the fatherland collapsing. It sounds insane, but it's not impossible. Is that why I'm having such a visceral reaction?
Yeah.
Or is it because the way this report is written and reasoned sounds disturbingly like something she would say?
Oh, she actually does go drink some tea.
My grades are excellent, and my reputation is on the rise. Plus, I have a connection in operations now. At this point, I have next to no concerns about my life after graduation.
You know, never get too confident in this world. Because just when you do, that's when your life goes...
Hello,
the guy
Captain
from class.
Yuger. It's been a while since I've seen you here at the cafe.
A rifle and the newspaper. You're nothing if not consistent. That makes you the ideal soldier, I'd say.
You're the one making a name for yourself. Everyone says you're certain to be inducted into the 12 Knights, the pride of our school. Is something
He's
the matter,
married.
Captain?
Lieutenant de Gurachev, this may be rude to ask you, but why did you volunteer for the military?
Huh?
With your talents and drive, you could have excelled at something far less dangerous. So
See what I'm saying? Like, half of her hair is just... It looks interesting and cool. You know, it's much better than just a regular ponytail. It's just interesting to me. Because I'm like, how does that work? I guess it's just those pieces are too short. They don't fit in her ponytail.
why service?
Partly for my father. He was a soldier, too.
You're saying he's no longer with us.
Right. Then my mother abandoned me and I became an orphan.
Was her real father that? Like her previous... From her previous life?
Nothing for me to do but join the military.
It's just, I don't want this to come across as rude, but you're still a child. You should leave while you still can.
Are you saying this because you doubt I'm capable of leading our troops, Captain?
No, of course not.
He wants you to have a child.
I know you can, but I have a kid now. A little girl.
Really? Congratulations, sir.
Every time I look at you, I can't help but ask myself if my own daughter will have to go to war one day. Just the thought of it terrifies me. Sending little children out to the battlefield is insane.
Yeah.
It isn't right. Surely you can see that.
You know, Captain, I think you're a very nice person. You're rational and you have a conscience and empathy.
Yes.
Wow, it's so nice this episode. It really does feel like just such a switch around, such a flip from the previous 3 episodes, because it just feels so calm, so chill. You know, it's like the calm before the storm. Just the way the episode started with her getting ready, a nice quiet morning. She's not on the battlefield anymore. She's in the city. She's going to school. It's just chill, relaxing. And even just her mannerisms, like she seems more like, I don't want to say a normal person, but a little less by the book, a little less intense around other people. Like you saw, she's smiling in this episode. She's talking to people, having actual conversations, not just ordering them, and even complimenting. She's like, yeah, you're a sweet guy. You know, I really like seeing both sides.
You should stay in the rear. Get a solid appointment here before the true madness of this war begins.
I can't. Front lines are more honorable.
What you need to do is make sure you stay alive for your daughter. Every battle we win is one she won't have to fight.
Oh, look at her eyes. Looking out for him.
Now, let's put that behind us. Why don't we have some lunch? They make surprisingly tasty wurst here.
What's worse, sausage?
No,
Or is it
I'm
liver?
sorry. I should be going now. My wife will be waiting for me back at home.
Aw, he's gonna
I no
die.
longer have to worry about Captain Yuger being promoted ahead of me. And I have someone who knows the battlefield and has a conscience on my side.
It's all part of her plan.
I once read that the best time to persuade people is when they're mentally defenseless. The fascist who proposed that theory was a maniacal genius.
Yo, I love it. You see how I was like, oh, look, she's so sweet, so kind, so caring. She is just calculating. I love it. Oh, they got me there. They really got me there. Imperial General Staff Headquarters, first conference room.
The redeployment of our central forces to the Rhine front have caused a temporary lull in the battle with the Republic.
Yes, but it's also true that our soldiers in the Western Theater were almost completely wiped out. It's critical that we reorganize and reinforce them quickly.
That said, a large-scale military reorganization now would be impossible.
I'm well aware of the resources that it would take, which is why there's something else I'd like to suggest.
I hope it's something more feasible.
I propose we create a new rapid response force.
That's not what our original plans called for.
This would help operations. We're in dire need of a highly mobile force we can deploy around the country.
You're talking about this plan for a rapid response mage battalion that you and your office submitted a few days ago.
He kind of sounds like Ainz from Overlord.
Am I correct?
Yes, a single battalion wouldn't be a strain on our resources, and it could be deployed quite quickly.
I understand the plan, but who would lead this?
Fortunately, I've already picked out the ideal candidate.
Yep.
She has notable combat experience, and the report she submitted to me speaks volumes in terms of her foresight and
Saw it coming. I knew just when she thought she could relax. Boom, 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 boom. You're getting an upgrade. Imperial Army Western Front Garrison.
And you're sure they're all in agreement about this?
Yes, that's what the brass said, Colonel. Given our situation, they don't want to waste any opportunities.
Did they read the report I submitted to them about her time at the Officer Academy and the ruthless demeanor she's exhibited?
No.
Yes.
They don't
but
care.
They'd believe she's changed while she's been studying at the Capitol.
She's changed. A person's true nature isn't changed by a few months of study.
Right? She's only been there for 6 months. They think she's completely changed. Nah, she's just biding her time. Oh no.
Is that why they wanted me to read this? Because she's the one who wrote it?
Oh, you know, he's so mad.
Express my thanks for inviting me here. It's a pleasure to sit across from you both.
I'm amazed you managed to become one of the 12 Knights at such a young age. You're certainly setting a new precedent. Wouldn't you agree, Zettor?
Yes, it's quite something.
I'm deeply honored by your words, gentlemen.
You're still a growing girl.
Wait, why did they put her in such a tiny chair? Surely she would have fit in one of those other chairs just fine. She's not that small.
Please eat as much as you'd like.
Thank you. The food does smell delicious.
Strategic HQ is famous for this dish.
You don't usually get to eat fresh, hot food like this on the front lines. But honestly, I think I'd rather be eating cold rations than...
Why does it look so bland? Everything looks gray. Y'all, that looks so nasty. And that's the best of the best that they could make. Why does the meat all look boiled? Why does it look so nasty?
This disgusting mess. You know, this food makes me think fondly of my time deployed at the Western Front.
Oh, what a splendid thing to say. Perhaps we should start calling it something like the specialty of the Rhine battlefield then. Now, let's get to why we invited you here tonight. You've probably guessed this already, but we'd like to discuss with you your post-graduation deployment plans.
Oh, she's gonna hate this. Oh, she cleaned her plate. Graduation after 6 months? She's a fast reader.
These are all safe places to be posted in the Empire. Plus, it looks like after just 2 years of experience, I can join Strategic HQ.
Girl, crumple those papers up. None of that's gonna happen.
In light of your past achievements, personnel won't intervene in your selection process. Pick whatever station you like.
These are all such great options. I don't know how I'll decide. What's this?
There's actually one more option for you from Strategic HQ.
Okay, they're making it seem like she actually has a choice. But y'all, I really don't believe that one.
I'll take my leave now. The best of luck moving forward to Gurachev.
Yes, thank you very much.
Colonel, Have a lovely evening.
Oh, I see why they put her in that chair, because it's a high chair. So now she's at the same level as them.
Other options were just for show.
Yep.
I never had any choice in my future.
Knowing your assertiveness, I'm sure you'd prefer we get right down to business. Lieutenant Degurachev, I intend to put you in charge of the new Rapid Response Mage Battalion that you suggested to me.
I'm sorry.
She's like, man, the extra credit wasn't supposed to get me a job.
A mage battalion? Well, a battalion would be sufficient.
She should have seen that coming.
This was my suggestion! Leading a battalion like this is a much bigger risk than being stationed on the front lines.
Yep.
Due to its mobile nature, you'll answer directly to Strategic HQ. That means you won't have a superior officer.
Yes, but I'm only a first lieutenant. I'm not qualified to command a battalion like this or to...
Don't worry. I'll put in an order to make you an organizer.
An organizer?
It's a position that's been obsolete for some time, but it's still an available assignment to give out.
Great.
When you graduate, you'll be promoted to captain and become an organizer. Once you've organized the battalion, we'll force through a promotion to major. I've taken the liberty of putting the paperwork together.
Oh, this is such an enticing offer, sir. What the hell? Why is this happening to me? How much time do I have to organize?
Get it done as soon as possible. Choose
How
up
about
to
a
48
weekend?
mages, whichever ones you think would be best.
I understand, sir. I'll get started right away.
First Lieutenant, I'm told that you can be rather difficult to work with. I don't question your ability to lead, but you do have a bad reputation.
She's like, what, me?
Perhaps keep that in mind.
Thank you for the suggestion, Vice Director.
For the fatherland. Sending children to war. Unbelievable.
And he's the one who suggested it.
Damn it! I'm going to have to stall as long as I can. At least that way I can delay things as much as possible.
Don't know if that's gonna work.
What is this madness? The recruitment notice has only been out for a week. Mages are all elite soldiers. Why are they going after a crappy job like this, huh? I made it clear in the recruitment flyer that it would be a
Seeking a mage, a battlefield of extreme difficulty, meager rewards. She said, please, don't apply.
terrible assignment. Why would so many apply?
Oh wait, there's more. Days of swords and bullets, enduring danger. Upon returning alive, one will gain honor and praise. Well, she probably shouldn't have put that part in.
For a one-way ticket to hell. It'll be impossible for me to go through all these applications.
Well, there's your time. It'll take forever. I can't create the force because I have to go through every single application, and you see, I have thousands. So it'll take me a couple years. You know, I'll do one a day.
That's right. It's absolutely hopeless, which means I can use my lack of personnel to take all the time I want.
Oops. Every time.
Just a minute. What are you doing here?
It's
I
been a
already
while.
know who it's gonna be. Yep.
Captain Degurachev, ma'am.
Reunion. Oh boy, oh boy. I think she made the position sound actually a little more appealing because she made it sound like, oh, this is really difficult. So if you do this, you will get so much praise once you do it. You know, like that sounds kind of cool. If you're already in the military, you know, you kind of want to do it right? I don't know. I can't talk. I don't know. But if you guys were liking the vibes, please do make sure you like and subscribe if you're liking the vibes. And also so you'll be notified when the next one comes out so we can keep watching together. And if you watched with me here all the way till the end, comment. I think there's a stack of papers emoji. Comment that just so I know that you stuck here with me all the way till the end. I'm curious to see how it's going to go with the recruitment process here. But I really did enjoy this episode, as I was already saying. It showed a different side of the world, and I think it was nice to see the slower pace, but we'll see how it ramps back up in the next few episodes. Alrighty, y'all, well, I'll catch you in the next ones. Till then, well, I know there's usually an end credit scene. Let's see. Sure is. There's cows on his cigar. Wow, it really is an art. It's kind of cool to watch. Well, he has a nice, huh? Wait.
Good. Feel better already.
I feel better already. That's how he made himself feel better about sending a child to war. Let me just go through my whole meditative process of preparing my cigar. That's the ticket. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Well, I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, bye. Thank you so much for watching with me all the way till the end. Just an extra little shout out to the Dub Nation Plus on YouTube members, Coffee, and Patreon. You guys are helping keep the dream alive, and I really appreciate all of the support. If you want to join the Dub Nation Plus here on YouTube, scroll on down, hit that join button down below to get some early access to a few shows, or head over to Patreon for uncut, early access, and monthly live streams. Or for some extra support, head on over to Coffee. Thank you so much for supporting me and the dream, and of course the editor. I know y'all know he makes the videos look 20 times better. Either way, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it.